Hello, welcome to the lesson. So we're going to learn Basket Case by Green Day. Now obviously this is a song for electric guitar, so you need to turn the distortion on your amp to get that rocky sound. And we're going to use power chords, and the good news is this song is quite straightforward. It's quite an easy one to learn, so I think you'll really enjoy playing it. So let me demonstrate to you now what we're going to learn. Okay, so that's the main verse section of the song, and then there's a second part which goes like this. Okay, so it's a lot of fast strumming, and to be honest with you, it's quite tough on the arm to be able to play at that speed, but as you practice it, you'll build your speed and you'll build the strength in your arm to be able to do that. Good. So obviously we're using power chords, and we learned how to do that as part of the free 12-part course. If you remember, one of those segments was focused on power chords, so if you can't remember what we did, I suggest you go back and have a look, but I'll explain it to you now anyway. So if you take your first finger and put it on the 5th string at fret 6, and then take your 3rd finger and put it on the 4th string at fret 8. So there we've got our basic power chord. So with the plectrum, you're going to pluck the 5th and 4th string, obviously because that corresponds to the notes you're holding down. 8 times, like this. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is to use the palm muting technique, which is where you're using the palm of your hand to gently touch the strings, just enough to mute the note to make it sound like this. Okay, good. Now, take this power chord and move it up a string. So what that means is your first finger is now on the 6th string at fret 6, and the other finger is now on the 5th string at fret 8. And you can pluck that 8 times as well. Good. Now go to the 5th string at fret 3, and the other finger on the 4th string at fret 5. And now move up a string, so we've got the 6th string at fret 3 this time, and the 5th string at fret 5. Okay, good. So let me demonstrate those 4 chords together for you now. Okay, so from now on, when I refer to a power chord, I'm only going to mention the first finger, the fret that the first finger is playing, because I'm going to assume at this point that you realise that this other finger always goes in the same place, a string down and 2 frets up. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to move to the 6th string at fret 4 for a power chord, and now to the 5th string at fret 6, and then to the 6th string at fret 6, and you're going to play it twice, so that is the same as 16 strums, like this. Good, okay, so let me demonstrate that whole thing for you now. And he does that whole thing twice, so I'll leave that up to you. Now the next section goes like this: 6th string at fret 4, and then move up 2 frets, so you're now on fret 6, and then the 5th string at fret 6, and you're going to play it twice, so that's 16 strums. Good. Now repeat that section. Good. And now just do those 2 chords again. So what I mean by that is the 6th string at fret 4 and fret 6, And now here's where it gets a bit interesting. You're going to pluck the 5th string at fret 6 power chord, and you're just going to pluck it once. Move it down 2 frets, so now it's at fret 4, and then down 1 more fret. Okay, and then finish by playing the 6th string at fret 4, and then moving up 2 frets. So let me just demonstrate that section to you now so it makes sense. And that leads us into the last little bit, which goes like this. Okay, so what that is a power chord on the 5th string at fret 6, and you just pluck it once, and then move up a string, so you're on the 6th string at fret 6, pluck it twice, move up 2 frets, so you've gone up to fret 8 now, and then move back to fret 6, pluck twice. So let me just demonstrate that. And then do it again. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is demonstrate that whole thing up to there at full speed, so you can see all the chords that I've played, and hopefully it'll make sense crystal clear in your mind. So here goes. And again. Next section. Okay, brilliant. So that is the main components of the song, and what happens is they just repeat all that again. So you've got verse, chorus, chorus. And if you have a look at the PDF document that you downloaded with this video guitar lesson, you can print it out and you'll see that I've given you the entire sequence of the whole song, so you can see what to play when, okay? Now there's one last part that the song finishes on, which is really simple, and it goes like this. Okay, you could probably work out what I did then just by watching my fingers. It's the 5th string at fret 6, power chord, 6th string at fret 8, power chord, 6th string at fret 4, back to the 5th string at fret 6, and then the 6th string at fret 6. So let me demonstrate that. Okay, and it plays that a few times at the end and just finishes up there. So well done. I think you'll agree it's fairly straightforward. You're going to have a lot of fun playing this one, and you should be able to learn it quite quickly and get it up to speed. So make sure you're getting the palm muting correct. Make sure you're only plucking, you know, the strings that you're meant to be plucking, and not accidentally strumming all of the strings on the guitar. And I think you'll be fine with this one. So thanks for joining me in the lesson. Go and have fun, go and learn it, get it up to speed. By all means, if you know a drummer or a bass player or another guitarist, it'd be a brilliant one for you to get together and have a jam. It's a perfect song for bands to play. So go and get on with that. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again in one of the other video guitar lessons, and we can learn some more songs together. Okay, take care. Bye bye.